Some numbers in sports feel like they can never be touched, like DiMaggio's hit streak, like Gretzky's point record. And in women's golf, that untouchable number was 68.697. It wasn't just a statistic. It was a wall of line nobody was supposed to cross. But to understand why this moment exploded on the internet and left analysts shocked, we can't just look at the final score. We have to look deeper at the hidden battle happening all season, a battle of injuries, pressure, critics who refuse to stay quiet, and a rivalry that is now changing the entire sport. To really understand what Atthaya Thitikul achieved at the CME Group Tour Championship, we need to go back to 2002. The world was completely different. No iPhones, no social media, and Annika Sörenstam was playing golf on a different level compared to everyone else. Annika won 11 times that season. She didn't just defeat her opponents, she crushed them mentally. Her scoring average of 68.697 looked unreal, almost like a video game glitch. For more than 20 years, that number stayed at the top of the record books like a warning sign. Do not approach. Golf legends like Lorena Ochoa in B Park, and even a prime Lydia Ko couldn't break it. No one came close. Then came the 2024 season. It was supposed to be the year of Nelly Korda, and for a while, it truly was. Nelly, with her perfect swing and superstar presence, went on an unbelievable run. She won 5 tournaments in a row, appeared on magazine covers, walked red carpets, and became the face of the LPGA. Everyone agreed on one thing: Korda is the queen. Everyone else is playing for second place. But sports love breaking stories we think are already written. While all eyes stayed on Korda, something powerful was building quietly in the background, a silent storm named Atthaya Thitikul.
Way to end the season than with a win from the world #1, Atthaya Thitikul.
Incredible. I mean, incredible, extremely happy for sure to be able to, defend the titles.
And an unreal par save on 14.
That is a great looking shot. Pretty much what she did last year.
Sure. Don't think she can carry that right bunker today.
Atthaya Thitikul goes back-to-back at the CME Group Tour Championship. Playing like there was never a doubt.
Most people forget that Atthaya Thitikul's 2024 season began in the shadows. While NellyKorda was hoisting trophies in the spring, basking in the glow of media attention and red carpet appearances, Atthaya was sitting quietly in Thailand, unable to even hold a golf club. A nagging thumb injury had sidelined her. For an elite athlete, there's perhaps no greater torment than watching your rivals dominate while you are helpless, knowing that your chance to compete and to make history is temporarily paused. Rumors swirled across social media and the golfing world. Would the injury linger? Would she lose her touch? In a sport so dependent on feel and precision, even a minor thumb injury can be career-altering. Yet that period of forced inactivity did something unexpected. It did not break her. It reset her. While the rest of the tour was grinding itself down, traveling thousands of miles across continents, battling jet lag, fatigue, and constant pressure, Atthaya rested. She watched, she analyzed, and above all, she grew hungrier. She may have been absent from the leaderboard, but she was preparing for a season unlike any the LPGA had ever seen. When she finally returned to competition, it quickly became apparent that she wasn't just trying to catch up. Atthaya was playing a different game entirely. She became a machine of consistency. Every swing, every putt, every approach shot was a step towards something bigger than a single tournament win. The Vert Trophy, awarded to the player with the lowest scoring average over the season, is the ultimate test of sustained excellence. You can get hot for a week, you can ride a lucky putt to victory, but you cannot fake a scoring average over an entire season. To beat Annika Sörenstam's record, you don't just have to be excellent, you have to be flawless. One round above par, one mistake, and the math falls apart. Yet, Atthaya didn't falter. She played with a calmness that belied the magnitude of what she was attempting. The tension on the back nine of the CME Group Tour Championship was suffocating. The tournament isn't just a trophy. It carries a $4 million payout, the largest single prize in women's sports history. That kind of money could change lives. cement legacies, but for Gino, the monetary reward seemed almost secondary to the historical significance of the moment. She was not chasing dollars. She was chasing history. Watching her move down the fairways and greens, it was like observing a surgeon at work, rhythmic, precise, and completely unshaken. And then came the moment that stunned the world. Most record-breaking feats in sports are accompanied by aggressive displays, a grim determination, a fiery scowl. Tiger Woods' intensity, Michael Jordan's competitive glare. But Gino did it differently. She broke Sörenstam's long-standing record with a smile. She laughed with her caddy. She waved to the crowd. It was disarming, almost casual. But hidden beneath that warmth was a ruthless precision, a killer instinct that had quietly eclipsed one of the greatest achievements in golf. The margin was razor-thin, less than the width of a dimple on a golf ball, but it was enough. The record had fallen. Then there was Nelly Korda. The dynamics between Korda and Thitikul are fascinating because it's not just rivalry, it's mutual, terrifying respect. Korda had endured a rough stretch, injuries, the fatigue of a grueling winning streak, and the burden of carrying the mantle of world number one. She watched from the sidelines as Gino quietly rewrote the narrative. When reporters saw her reaction, she didn't lash out or dismiss the achievement. She acknowledged it, admitting that what Gino had done was not just impressive, it was historic. For the first time in years, the tour had a new standard bearer, and even the American superstar recognized it. Gino's response was, in its own way, equally revealing. In a sports world often dominated by self-promotion, flexing, and social media declarations of supremacy, she remained almost bewilderingly humble. When asked about breaking Sörenstam's record, her eyes widened and she joked, "I hope Annika won't be angry about that." Innocent, almost childlike, yet underneath that humor was a precision honed over years of relentless practice and self-discipline. It was a reminder that Gino Thitikul doesn't just value victory, she values mastery, consistency, and the grind required to get there. Winning the Vert Trophy for the lowest scoring average, not once but twice before turning 23, cemented her dominance. Unlike awards voted on subjectively by peers or journalists, the Vert Trophy is cold, hard math. It proves who consistently executed at the highest level. And Gino's trajectory isn't just impressive, it's terrifying for the rest of the tour. The LPGA landscape has fundamentally shifted. Asian stars, particularly from Thailand, are now reshaping global women's golf, and Gino is leading the charge. She didn't need to overpower the course. She needed to be unerringly precise. One mistake could destroy a record, but she made none. The $4 million check was enormous, but the signal it sent was even bigger. Women's golf now boasts talent, drama, and stakes that rival men's sports. Gino's season wasn't merely a story of personal triumph. It was a warning shot for competitors everywhere. As 2025 looms, questions abound. Can Nelly Korda reclaim her dominance? Will Gino's thumb injury return? Or has she reached a level of invincibility? Perhaps the most intriguing question of all, now that the unbreakable record has fallen, what remains for Gino to conquer? She has the money, the Vert Trophy, and the respect of legends, but she seems only to be getting started. The difference is clear. She isn't chasing history anymore. She is writing it stroke by stroke, with a smile that masks a relentless drive to be the greatest. For the first time in 22 years, the shadow of Annika Sörenstam has lifted, replaced by the bright, almost terrifying light of Gino Thitikul. Even though the CME Tour crown and scoring record are hers, Nelly Korda still secured Player of the Year honors via points, creating a split kingdom. One queen holds the title for wins, the other for performance. It's an imperfect resolution, but it guarantees that when the first tee is struck in 2025, the season won't just be another tournament, it will be a war for the soul of the sport. The myth has ended, the record is broken, and the future belongs to Gino.